are so many things that people can do right now to help move this movement forward. One is to talk to other people about giving and funding and expanding philanthropy so that all of our community organizations can do more work. Two is to talk to people about the need for employment protections and other civil rights protections that many people are confused about and think that we already have. Why we need a bill in Florida, why we need ENDA on a federal level. Those kinds of conversations are critical to changing the bigger conversation on the ground and to moving us all forward.
Great.
Well, as we talked about a lot here tonight at the Our Fun event, there are a number of things that people can do to make a difference. It sounds kind of old school, but first and foremost, when it's safe to do so, be out. Talk about your life. Talk about the things that you care about, and not just to other lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender people, but even more importantly, when you're at another function for another organization that isn't part of the LGBT community, or when you're talking to other parents at your kids' school, just talk about your life and be out, because it is what has made a difference. It's what has gotten us to this point across the country, not just around marriage equality, but on non-discrimination and changing attitudes, which have changed rapidly. And the second thing I would say is just get involved in any organization that you can. If you can give your time, if you have some money to give to that organization, but get involved. The good thing about those of us who are presenting tonight, we're equal opportunity advocates, so we are happy for you to get involved in any organization that strikes your passion.
In terms of marriage equality, there are two things we need to be doing. One is winning in as many states as we can in the next couple of years to try to have a great foundation for the court case, and then focusing on the day in about 2 or 3 years when the case is going to be back in the Supreme Court, and making sure that the community is ready at that point to support a strong Supreme Court decision, to defend it and implement it. Because I do see that coming in the next 2 to 3 or 4 years, a Supreme Court decision saying that there's a fundamental federal constitutional right to marriage equality.
We launched a campaign called Get Engaged in Florida, really to change hearts and minds. What polling shows us is since 2008, there has been a dramatic shift in favor of marriage equality. More than half the state supports marriage equality, and even when you talk about likely voters, we hover right around that 50% mark. When we look at the places where marriage has been won at the ballot, what we know is that telling the true stories of our lives, the love stories, are what people connect with. And gay couples, we marry for the same reasons that anyone who's ever been in love understands. Those are the stories that we're telling through Get Engaged. That's what changes hearts and minds. That's what will create the context in which the courts will decide, or if we must, we go back to the polls to secure full marriage equality in Florida.